Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Teen Titans Roll. We have not recorded in over a month, and I didn't think of a question.
Whose fault
Unless
is
someone
that?
really, everyone's.
Yours.
I'm not
We went to your
responsible
wedding.
for the question.
Oh, right. Probably mine. I had a wedding. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
and you were there, and you were there,
And you were there.
everyone
Who
was
remembers actually
everyone
what we're
was
doing?
there but Ryan. I kind of remember, so we're fighting Soto. So unless someone really wants to push for a sudden question, my question's just going to be, what is your initiative?
Did we not roll initiative last episode?
God, I don't know.
Wait, what was it?
Are we talking like
Shut
You know-
up. I'm not seeing
I don't even know what he was gonna ask.
No.
It was
What
stupid.
Johnny was gonna ask? Yes, exactly. It was stupid. I'm not seeing dex checks in the recent rolls, so I do not
Okay.
think that you rolled initiative.
Gotcha.
Is that the girl?
You need to
Yeah,
roll.
that's the girl.
Yeah, roll the initiative for the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, like she can really. Yeah, I probably
It's
will in
always
case things happen.
Isn't she still hanging from her neck?
No, she was stabilized. You flip the thing over, and Raven and Beast Boy kind of like got her, but
Were they still
I think
holding
Beast
her up?
Boy. I think Beast Boy held was held her or something after
I
Raven
Yeah.
got her.
Do I still have her in
I
like
think
a princess carry, or did I drop?
Yeah, you can have her in the princess carry.
Oh,
The
no.
Oh,
at
he's
all.
big.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
add.
he's big.
I bet he shits in that spacesuit.
I think I remember last time being like, I don't remember if there's a butt flap, but I want to say there's a butt
Yeah,
flap.
we watched the episode afterwards. There is, in fact, a butt flap.
Nice. You know what was really funny? I opened Facebook right before we're starting, and there was like a clip of How Long Is Forever, and like on an Instagram reel, it was like some bullshit like the day that Teen Titans broke, or the Teen Titans broke or something, and it was the dramatic sad scene with Cyborg being all old and seeing her again and all that, and then I was just like remembering ours where he was in his underwear.
Screaming, and I hit him to get him to stop talking.
Yeah. Cyborg is being controlled by someone who we hit to make stop talking.
It made sense at the time.
I thought I was a ghost.
Oh my god, he rolled well on his initiative.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get fucked, guys.
Okay, fine, I'll roll initiative for the child.
Would she have a -2?
Just the straight roll, I'm doing an 11. She's at the bottom of the round, below Cyborg. Who I think, Cyborg, you're prone right now because you got all thrown around.
That makes sense. But
Oh,
I'm
also,
inside. Yeah.
Oh, there's two of you. I need to delete one.
I think I'm inside the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you're inside the ship. Okay, so all right. Last time we left off after a catastrophic landing as the team brought the alien ship down to the ground, and then made their way inside it, trying to make sure that the young girl did not become strangled and hung from the cord that she was stuck in
Do
the
not
ship.
become strangled.
Do not become strangled. She was stopped from being strangled by Raven and is now and then held by held secure by Beast Boy. Although the ship is now upside down, so she is safe.
Did we manage
Sorry.
to get the collar off of her, or is it
No,
still on
no,
her?
no, not yet. The ship, the power is blinking and like threatens to go off, but it has not gone off yet. And the collar has not been removed yet. And now we are rolling initiative as Soto, this big lumbering baby shaped like Easter Island statue motherfucker lumbers out of the cockpit, which is like there's like a cockpit like area. Now the orientation of the ship is all upside down. You're in this big like spheroid type like ship, circular. It's about 100-ish feet radius or yeah, in total here. Um, and the ceilings to accommodate this big creature that flies it around, I'd say are about 20 feet. You know, kind of on the inside of this like disc type shape, and it's oriented upside down and above where we have this square in the middle of the map that kind of delineates the doorway that you guys came in through that was like ripped off and y'all
Oh, the one in the middle of the map. Okay. Gotcha.
yes, in the middle of the map there, kind of above where we have Raven next to uh the girl Libby and the and Beast Boy. It's kind of directly above you guys, and then I've placed Robin, Cyborg, and Starfire in the space as well. You guys have gotten all in here. It was a jumble, as Beast Boy was like holding the ship as a T-Rex at one point, and it was like spilling over and falling over. Um, there's not really much in here other than just like an open space in this back area. I think there was maybe a little table or something or some cushions and like a bowl with some, so that all stuff's all flown around. There's like a few weird fruits strewn about the cabin, but other than that, very sparse decoration here. And
Do I
just
recognize any of the weird fruits?
the weird fruits. Oh boy. Roll.
Sure, sounds good.
We'll
I'm
call
gonna
it a
roll-
survival with a
Yeah,
secret
survival.
bonus.
Can I get it? Okay, can I do it with advantage? Because I'm from space.
Because you're from space. Space is so big. I just roll, and I'm going to give a secret bonus, and it'll be
Okay,
kind of a
alright,
better
alright.
bonus.
That's a 3.
You don't know the fruits. You haven't been to the area of space that's these fruits, which actually makes sense considering that it only in the episode transformation, it only doesn't take Star that long in the episode to make it near her home system to contemplate going back before wandering elsewhere. Whereas Soto says that he lives on the far side of the galaxy.
He could be lying.
So
I'm
okay.
looking at them scrumptiously.
Yeah, they look. I mean, they're like scattered all over the place, but like they were like one looks like a weird like corn dog with like that's like yellow. It's like the color of a bee, really. It's like yellow with like brown stripes on it.
Nice.
And the other one was, I think, just like purple or something. I don't know.
Good. Anything I can do to derail the story for more conversation about strange fruits.
Indeed. All right. So, without further ado, we have our initiative down, and at the top of the round, before the creature that lumbered out of the cockpit area can act, he kind of just like yelled in rage about you wrecking his ship and being mean. Robin, it is your turn.
I'm going to immediately grab a confusion flash out and throw it at him.
I fucking knew that. I knew this would happen.
Wait, you saw that one coming? A wisdom, which I feel like may be low.
Oh no. Okay. I hate that this is like the game's like all effects that are kind of like this are charmed, except for this one spell. It's not going to be charmed. Okay, so a wisdom save. Yeah, that's okay. That's
That
an
is
8.
Not enough. Is that a -3?
Yes.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, he's confused now, guys. So
Okay.
I did my part. So
So Robin just like chucks a disc, and
Just
this
chucks a
guy's
disc.
like, "Oh!" Okay, it's
Robin
his turn.
Robin just yells, "Settle down!"
Robin is a badass in this episode. He stopped. He pulled this thing out of the sky with his motorcycle tethering rope, birderang thing, and then he jumped in here and threw the disc. Okay, well, it is I have to roll a d10. That's a 2.
That's a 2. The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
He just stands there, is like, is Soto head funny?
You mean he doesn't have like 5 legendary resistances?
We've talked about this.
Robin says calmly, "Cut her down. Get her out of here."
Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll his wisdom. So no, he rolls. He does not succeed his wisdom check to resist or to break out of the confusion. Raven, it is your turn. You're there next to this girl that is for some reason in the situation, and Beast Boy, who is holding her now.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up Robin with the confusion. I'm gonna telekinesis and try to hold him in place. That's fine. Take the 17.
All right, well, he's gonna roll his good strength. Sorry.
Plus 13. Holy crap.
Yeah, dude, he's strong.
LOL.
What? But he rolled. No, you.
You said we're going with the second roll, man.
I know. I rolled a d10 on accident, and then I rolled the d20, and it was bad. So yeah, he seems confused, and you hold him with your telekinesis. He's not really like resisting very strongly because maybe because he's just confused, and he's like,
Because I wouldn't know how impenetrable the collar and the leash or whatever is. I'm gonna try and examine it and try and like break it because we're trying to get her down.
Go ahead and roll just perception for me.
Okay, 7.
A 7. The lights are blinking in and out. You're looking at this weird glowing rope. You start, gnawing on it or whatever to try to break it. But you don't notice anything about how to like exploit this and get her out of it right now.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to my team members. I'm just like, hey, how do I get this offer? And I'm just gonna hold her.
It gives me inspiration.
Well, yeah. Well.
And I'm just gonna turn to her. I'm just like, don't worry, Libby. We'll get you out of here.
Her neck is like bruised because her neck has been like bruised because she's been like hanging from this thing. But she's like she's just like, her eyes start like tearing up, like she's in an insane situation and she's hardly had like an instant to really like process any of it.
I'm gonna hold her to myself for protection. Do not let her get hurt.
Okay. All right. Starfire, it is your turn.
So my first reaction is like, I really want to beat the tar out of Soto because I have completely misunderstood this situation and I don't know why she's hanging there. But then I hear,
Right.
but then I hear Robin yelling about cutting her down and notice that Beast Boy is not able to do that. So I use that one spell that I have that cuts things.
What?
I don't think I have a spell like that. Wait. Can you use?
Just shoots it with disintegrate.
Yeah, literally you read my mind. Like, what is it connect? What is this thing connected to?
Right. So it is connected to the ground, which is now the ceiling, which is why she's being like held up by the length of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And that is connected. Yeah, it's connected to the ship at some point, right?
Yeah.
So like to the metal of the hull.
Yeah. So I clasp my hands together and channel just like a big, huge green death beam, and fire it right past her towards the ceiling of the ship to disintegrate the ceiling of the ship.
Okay, let me just really draw a shape here.
You know, you could have came over and disintegrated the collar off of her ship. But
It's like,
well, I mean, you shoot her head off.
that would be risky.
Delicate work with a disintegrate beam.
That would be
The funny thing is that I was like, he could totally. Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's using the 6th level spell. You could have just like flown up to the rope and just like pulled the rope out of the hole.
See, I thought about that, but I couldn't take the risk that for some reason the rope was too hard to pull off, and I waste my turn pulling on a rope.
Fair enough. No, you just definitively got rid of it.
Wasn't able to like pull.
Yeah, I was gonna make you make like attacks or something against the hull or like strength check or something, but you are just like, nope, fuck that. We're just
cutting
like
the Gordian knot with a sword right now.
Yeah, you just make some weird, crazy angled circle thing, like just a big hole in the hull here. You just like blast the whole hole off the thing,
right?
And just delete the end of the rope. The rope, like you hit the rope with the beam, and like the rope itself is like seems to be like made out of energy or like an energy like empowered like substance. So like that actually like doesn't fully like incinerate. Like it's like if you shot, it's just like a weird laser rope thing. I don't know, but the metal that it's connected to and the hull of the ship, you just blast a hole through it, and then the rope just like falls, like it's tattered and like falling apart. But
so it still
falls,
exists.
Like, out
I kind
of
figured it was being generated.
Oh, I mean that's fair take as well.
But you're calling it,
Yeah, no, I mean, well, but it could be like physically like touched and stuff. I don't know. It's not like pure energy. It was, in either case, it like the crux point is that like the metal that it's connected to, the components inside the hull of the ship, which we're probably gonna fail due to power outage soon anyway, but you just like disintegrate and a big blast fires out of the ship. All right, that's your action, I believe.
The teenage girl is no longer being hanged.
Great.
And I'm going to use my movement to go right up to Soto to get him into engagement so that he can't go after anyone else.
Cyborg, it is your turn. You're prone because you got jostled all around like crazy. But you're not restrained anymore because things moved around.
I'm gonna stand up, brush myself off, and I am going to charge. And as I do that, I am going to shoot off a sanctuary spell at the girl.
Okay.
So a shield kind of appears beside her, and it is a very deterrent shield. I spent half of my speed standing, so I'm going to go 15, and I think because I want to get there fast and protect my teammates, I'm gonna go ahead and sprint. Roar!
Well, you
What's
used your action for
oh, that,
sanctuary.
that was bonus action.
Oh, wait, how?
It's a bonus action
Oh,
spell.
is it? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe that's a new 5.5 thing or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're
But
not.
it's on the internet.
Hold on with that. We're not. Um,
Hey, I
no.
found
Oh
it on the
no,
internet.
no. Yeah, legacy bonus action. I never realized it was a bonus action. That's
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
Gotta protect those folks. 30, and now I am ready to. I'm up in his grill.
All right, you and Starfire stand there, uh, side to side, ready to face this beast should it lash out in its confusion or break out of it. All right, bottom of the round, we just have this girl Libby. I mean, she's still just like,
I did heal her last time.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I think that just in this situation, she's just like looks around at the confused at like all of what's going on, and she's like hurt, and so she just kind of like puts her like arms like around your neck, Beast Boy, and just like buries her face just like in your chest, like she's just like she and just yeah, she just like starts crying
Aww.
because she's just like, what the hell is
Understandable.
yeah. All right. Top of the new round, Robin, it is your turn. This guy is confused, so he hasn't been able to make any reaction thingies.
I'm going to walk up and just calmly say, "Settle down, and you don't get hurt."
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action with another confusion grenade.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
12.
12. Okay. All right. Well, it is now his turn, and I will roll my d10. A 5.
Creature doesn't move or take actions.
Fuck. He just is like seems really confused. His big white eyes are just like wide open and just like bulging and confused, and he is just standing there like just like trying to keep his balance. He doesn't really seem like he has any bearing on like his surroundings right now, so he doesn't seem to take what you've said. He seems to just be like still moving kind of sporadically, so seems like he could still be a problem, though. Yeah, he is being held in the telekinesis as well. So that's the other thing, is that he's confused and he's being held in telekinesis. So um but you guys might want to do, he is big, right? He's like not as tall as Cinderblock, but he's the same like size category, so like he's like big and wide, and he's a pretty imposing figure even in this discombobulated state. So yeah, guys might need to do more to hold him down or to keep him down. But it is now Raven's turn. So Raven, you have him in your grasp telekinetically, and he hasn't resisted because he's been confused on his
He
subject.
resisted, he just failed.
Well, yeah, the first time he resisted, he hasn't attempted to break out, is what I mean.
Does he like seem dangerous?
Well, he seemed dangerous when he was like yelling and big and like walking out of the cockpit as a big shadow, but now you guys kind of seem to have him restrained, and he hasn't acted because of the confusion grenade.
I guess I'll just keep up the telekinesis for now.
Okay. All right, Beast Boy, you have Libby here. What would you like to do?
Okay, how high is the ceiling? Are the holes that she made?
Oh, 20 feet up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Libby to hold on, and I'm going to turn into, guess, a giant eagle and try and fly out of there.
Okay, so you shift into an eagle, and she like hangs from your back, or she's like her arms are still like
Yeah, I
around
make sure
your
she has
neck.
a good like grip
Yeah.
around me before I take off.
Yeah. So like yeah, just with her arms around your neck, they remain so as you shift into the new form, and she holds on to your feathers tightly as you fly up out of the hole in the ceiling, the former door um, on the bottom of the ship. So you fly out of the ship. Would you like to land? Like on top of the metal hull, or like
No,
off
I'm
the
gonna
hole
go
in the
put her
park?
on the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna go off the ship.
All right. So you fly off to the ground, um, and alight onto the ground. You have plenty of movement for that as an eagle, and do you shift back and like put her on the ground, or
Yeah, I shift back and put her on the ground.
okay? Are you staying there, or are you trying to go back?
I want to look around and make sure that there is no other threats around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you look around. The park is wrecked. There's that big, like, there's a big skid, like trench in the ground where, the ship crashed, and all these turned over trees and stuff around. And there's not really many people. Like have all ran away for the most part from this area of the park. So it's mostly just an open area, some trees a little bit around, but you you don't see anyone around here. If you want to look like more cautiously, you can make a perception check. Oh,
19.
cool.
Okay, that's a good roll.
19. So you look around and you can tell definitively that there's no one around. You look carefully. With this perception, you actually know kind of what you're looking out for. You have the presence of mind to remember the strange green dog was the other unknown element
Oh,
in
good
this
point.
whole day. And you look around and you don't see him anywhere. Yeah, you don't see him hiding in the woods or anywhere in the park anymore. Um, so yeah, you
Okay.
don't see that strange thing. Not that you knew whether or not that was a threat, but it was just another weird thing to look out for.
Yeah, good point. I'm going to take her over to like some of the fallen trees for her to hide there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, first I'm gonna be like, all right, Libby, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
Uh, uh, Be- Beast Boy, what what's going on? I just we were at the park, and then the dog, and then the light, and then my neck. Uh, she's
Here,
just
just
I mean, she's like reeling right
yeah,
now, trying to like make sense of everything. But yeah, if you want to try to calm her,
yeah. I want to
um,
try and calm her. Just be like, hey, it's
yeah.
okay. I'm here. You're
Mhm.
safe.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion roll for me,
Hmm.
and this will be important.
Oh gosh, what is my persuasion? It's a +0, so.
Uh, but it was when you rolled a nat 20 for her before.
Yeah, it's true.
Ah!
I'm gonna use a lucky.
Okay, yeah, for sure. That was a 2 for listeners.
That's an 11.
He's
Okay.
trying to get lucky.
Okay.
Still
She
not very good.
yeah, she right now she is like as far as calming her, she just I think you should like try to. I think what might happen, and you can role play this if you would like, or feel free to suggest something else, but I
Yeah.
feel like you might, knowing Beast Boy and how he like tries to hit on them in the original of this episode, he probably makes a bad joke to try to comfort her.
Oh, definitely.
And she just starts like she just like breaks down and cries, like starts crying really hard.
What do I do?
All right. Well, I think that's your turn. If you're gonna stay there and try to comfort her, then.
Yeah, I want to get back to my team, but not when she's like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, she's kind of struggling.
She's had a day.
She's had a day.
Yeah.
I might need to stay here.
Every dog has her day.
Okay, Starfire, you are there in front of the big guy who, because of circuitous string of events, has not actually done much.
I don't care. My eyes are blazing green flames, and I say, "You will not harm the people of Earth. You will not hang their girls." And I haste myself, and then I attack, and then I unarmed strike him.
All right.
So
Okay.
the first one, that is a 27 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and for the second one, that's
All right.
a 20 to hit.
Wait, so haste is in action, unless you're
Haste is an action, but then you get an attack.
Oh,
action.
Yeah, but you get one attack action.
I would think doesn't my attack action have 2 attacks? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, no. But we've gone over this. Haste specifically can only give you one more attack.
Okay, I thought it was only that way.
If you want it to be better, you need to like quicken haste on the first turn or something.
Right.
To make it a bonus action.
So just the first one, 27 to hit.
All right.
Does that hit?
I'm pretty sure. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. That's 15 bludgeoning damage.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Delivered straight to the nards.
All right. So here's the thing. You throw this huge whoop. It's like there's like a there's like a blast of light, like white light when you like, because of like just how hard you're impacting him as you throw this punch.
Mm-hmm.
And when the light clears, you look and you are suddenly extremely grateful that he is non-responsive right now, as the physical damage of like the of your punch does not do anything.
Wait, anything?
No.
Anything?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. It seems
you don't have magical punches, do you?
Yeah, I do. You might want to. Could you check your notes?
Wait, do you have no? You don't. You don't have the You don't have magical, like.
Yeah, I guess I don't.
No.
I guess that's just something I said.
No. No. In the show, they hit him with lasers. So.
That doesn't mean they couldn't punch him, does it? No, I mean, if that's your ruling.
Yeah.
But are you sure?
Yeah. I've watched the fight a few times.
Okay.
Yeah. But you like punch him and he just kind of like, he just stands there like a statue. And you're like, oh fuck.
I'm just like, be glad I did not decide to harm you.
Okay. Okay. Cyborg, it's your turn. You see that like physical attacks did not, or at least like did not seem to affect. Maybe energy or something might hurt him.
What? Oh, that's crazy. First of all, I'm gonna grapple this sucker.
Okay. All right. You're gonna try to grapple him.
What a choice.
I know. He always makes choices like this. All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll your grapple thing, and I will roll his contested grapple thing.
Excellent. Advantage on attack roll when you... Oh, wait. No, that's once I grapple. Whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, that's low. But 16 to grapple.
Okay. Yeah, that is low with all your stuff. That's kind of crazy. He has the same strength bonus as your grapple. So he rolls a 17. So you try to like get your arms around his big form here. Oh, actually, You know what? I'll let you take that back because he's huge, so you cannot actually grapple him.
I don't have a... Oh, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
then, yeah, I would know that.
Yeah,
He's... Well, that's annoying. I was going to pile drive that sucker.
yeah. Yeah, but also you clearly see that would probably not be effective.
Oh, pile driving is always effective.
Okay.
He's like storm giant sized, isn't he?
Yeah, he's huge. Well, I mean, even in now I'm going to get into the giants, but even in 5th edition, storm giants being the tallest and hill giants being the shortest are all different height metrics actually. But
Gotcha.
this guy's more like hill giant, whereas like Cinderblock would be more like storm giant height.
Gotcha.
But they are still within the same size category and similarly strong. All right.
That's annoying. Well, I am going to rear back and I am going to punch him with a shatter spell.
Okay. So you just basically like your cannon like opens up and you are punching him with like a big sonic blast. All right.
Right.
So he has to make a save.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah,
All right. He rolled a natural 20 for a 33. So
Oh, that sucks. Well,
he definitely saves. Yeah.
He still takes half damage, and that is oh, that's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is for 9 damage. So 5.
Okay.
Well, that
so
was
yeah,
less valuable than I did. I don't
Yeah.
suppose any mechanical stuff to do with him got hurt.
He 5 damage. He doesn't look discernibly any much weaker. He did take the damage, but it was like it just like you made him like backstep slightly.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action put up a defensive field and stand there glaring at him.
Okay.
Up at him, mind you. I'm just right in front of him, staring up at him.
All right. Bottom of the round. I'm not really gonna like flesh it out too much. On her own turn, she's just going to have a panic attack outside with you.
Realistic depiction of panic
attack. Yeah. we did it first and last. Yeah, no. Okay, so new round, Robin, you see that like you guys have him held, but it seems to be mostly like your confusion just hasn't broken yet. Yeah, what would you like you and your team to do against this big guy?
I mean, I just watched Starfire punch him and nothing happened, and then Cyborg punch him and like barely anything happened. Right?
Yes. You definitely like your leader's instincts are like, okay, this is like a razor edge.
Yeah, a little bit on that one. Can I try and talk to him again, or did I exhaust that avenue?
No, you can keep trying. Yeah, I think you can keep trying. Yeah, I mean, he's just a big guy. That's kind of all you know about him right now. He's wearing a weird jumpsuit thing, right? Like a onesie.
Mm-hmm.
And his ship is fairly sparse, though there's also the cockpit area behind him, like leading up to the cockpit area behind him. That's the only part of the ship you haven't gotten your eyes on thus far. And other than that, you don't really have any clues about who he is and what would appeal to him and what would be reasonable to him or not. But
yeah, let me walk past him, kind of a broad berth, and just go into the cockpit and see if I can find any kind of information of like why he's here. Or...
Okay. So you step up past him and move into the cockpit area to kind of investigate a little bit, and your passive like investigation is just like, I mean, it's actually extremely surprising. It's the last thing you expected because you're like, well, first time in like an alien ship, and you're like, Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much. And you're like, you expected a bunch of like controls and technology you wouldn't understand, and this might still be that, like in like an words in an obfuscated way, but it literally looks like a bunch of like baby toddler playset controls, um, all upside down, of course, oriented because of how the ship is, but it's literally like seems extremely straightforward, and at least to you looks like toddler stuff.
Huh. Okay. So he seems relatively simple.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be my action?
No, because that was just like I gave you that with your passive score. You didn't have to make a check.
Okay. I'm going to go back out and try and strike him in the back.
Okay. All right. You're gonna try to strike him in the back. All right. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Do I get advantage at all with
Oh, because of flanking.
flanking? 26.
All right. And you actually, with your like pressure point style, you can hit him in a way that actually would damage him.
Oh, nice.
So with your special
even
monk
better.
shit. Yep.
Oh, well
Dope.
then he should also get sneak attack damage.
Okay.
7. So that will be 11 bludgeoning, and then with plus 7, so 18 damage.
All right. How are you applying the sneak attack? Using
I mean,
like your batarang?
it's just normal. He's around. I mean, sneak attack is just as long as there's somebody else within 5 feet.
Yeah. I know that, but it needs a finesse weapon. So are you just like, it doesn't matter because everything's your monk weapon,
I hit
so it
him
does
harder.
the same damage dice. Yeah.
With my knuckles.
No. I want it to be aesthetically appropriate. If you're being a rogue, you're being bladey. It doesn't really matter. Like,
I
but
have
it's
little metal knuckles, little pointed metal knuckles that go poof.
All right. Fine.
If you really want me to use a birdarang, I can use a birdarang.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter because it's like it's they're all monk weapons, so they'll all do the same damage die, and then you can do sneak attack. I'm just being a stickler. But it doesn't really matter much. But yeah, so you hit him, and so you do that damage to him, so that's gonna be
okay.
11.
So that's first strike.
Yep.
But I also want to do extort truth.
Okay, yeah.
So I spend a key point to force it to make a charisma saving throw.
All right. So what stuff are you learning from him with this?
So he can't unable to speak a deliberate lie if he fails a saving throw. All charisma checks directed at the creature are made with advantage for up to 10 minutes. Is where the effect. He's aware of the effect and thus can avoid answering questions, which normally respond to lies. Such a creature can be evasive in answers as long as the effect lasts. If you wish to impose this effect on the creature without injuring it, you can attack the creature by Oh, well, I would have done that. I didn't read that last part.
Right.
Then instead of doing all that, I'll just touch the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does a charisma saving throw, so he has to succeed in the DC 14 charisma saving throw.
Okay. He probably
It would make more sense than me having to punch him to extort the truth from him.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, it's also negligible for him even if you do decide to do that
He doesn't
damage.
get mad, sure.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's whatever you think Robin would do. So...
I think Robin would know, and probably if he thinks he's a simple mind, he probably wouldn't punch him. He'd probably touch him.
Just like jab a point or something to like make him just I don't know, like seize up or whatever, and you're just like, all right, now tell the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So he will make his charisma save, which he's very bad at.
I swear if he rolls high.
No, he rolled a
No, not so
3,
much.
4, a 1. So he all right, yeah. So he's like, oh, Soto. He's like confused. His eyes are still like spinning around in opposite directions, like weirdly, and he's like, Soto, tell Spiky Man. I don't know why I'm doing Joe Biden. What? Anyway.
Oh, that killed me. I get on. Wasn't prepared for that for some reason.
Me neither.
But anyway.
Okay. Yeah, so you can try to talk to him now, like with your
say, hey, listen, we don't want to hurt you. We just want to know why you're here.
Okay. And as it kind of it'll be like I'll do some dialogue as it like shifts into his turn here. He's just like Soto's dog escaped. Soto missed Soto's dog.
So you're missing a dog. A specific dog?
Soto's dog.
What does it look like? Can we help you find it?
He says, he's really going to say this. He says, Soto's dog look like Soto's dog.
The downside to having the wisdom thing working is
he just does not seem like the sharpest tool.
Does he look like an alien?
Like yeah, you? I mean
rock like monster?
Oh, you're talking to him. Soto's dog no look like Soto. Duh.
But he looks like Soto's dog.
Yeah.
Credits roll.
Everybody sees like the vein in Robin's forehead just like twitch.
Right. And I think that like this will like Soto is so like kind of like he's basically a creature of inertia. And since you stopped that and you turned it into a conversation of sorts, he's gonna like engage with that for a while. So the combat is effectively paused, but you're going to now have the frustrating task of trying to converse with him, which might be just as difficult. So I'll jump as you're like the anger thing, like the little vein on your forehead. I will like jump back to Beast Boy as we have a kind of an important interaction to resolve there as well. So Beast Boy, you are there outside with Libby, and she is there and she is crying and just like rubbing her eyes, and just like big dry heave, like gasping.
I'm doing
cries.
my best to comfort her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just like trying to like pat her, rub her back, like
Right. You I don't think Beast Boy, I mean, for one, Beast Boy has probably never gotten this far. Like, Beast Boy had never gotten this far when it was a nice, pleasant thing. Now he's like trying to help someone through an extremely recent, like, traumatic thing, and it's just like, whoa, relationship accelerated really fast.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm gonna try and just kind of talk gently with her and be like, okay, I think we should try and find your cell phone. It's it was.
Oh, you grabbed it
on the ground. Do I still have?
I think I remember you grabbing it in your mouth as a dog while you were running away from the ship.
Yeah,
so I think
you've
did. Still got it.
But did I keep holding on to it?
It's been too long.
I know.
I don't know, but I
'Cause
think in either case, like
I
you can
think I
have
turned
like
into a T-Rex, and I don't know if I would have.
swallowed it. No, I
I
think
don't
that
think I would have kept holding on to it as a T-Rex.
I'm just gonna say that one way or the other, it's you can try to have like a walk where you like are leading her away and also looking for the phone.
Yeah.
And I will say, since it's kind of up in the air, I don't remember if you had it or not. I will say that you do find the phone as you just start like retracing your steps and you're trying to talk to her. What kind of things are you saying to her as you guys move along?
I think I'm trying to distract her and cheer her up. So
Mm-hmm.
even though the first joke didn't work, classic Beast Boy fashion, I'm gonna try other jokes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh,
Right. Do you have any
oh
examples?
God, on the spot.
Yes.
Google a joke. Google a joke.
Funny jokes.
For people who have been recently strangled.
Strangling puns?
No.
Well, that's entirely unrelated, but okay.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
it could
what would be
also be
related
about like
to.
the park or like whatever, like a different circumstance that happened in the day or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, something distracting.
Or just tell a random ass joke.
Yeah, you just tell her random jokes. And if you can't think of anything, then that's okay.
How do you make an egg roll?
um, she is how I'll do this actually is like she's like you're walking along and she's crying and she kind of like looks she's like, what, huh?
How do you make an egg roll?
Yeah. I heard you. Just what?
you,
How?
you push it.
She... And that's kind of the winning thing is if you make me laugh. Okay.
I made myself laugh.
Roll wow. Roll persuasion with also, I will say, just for your own benefit and because it's a rule in D&D. If you ever have a proposition for why you like to use a different stat for a skill roll, you may present that case as well. But I'm going to give you advantage on this persuasion roll with the with that joke because I liked it. But if
Yeah,
you
you
would
did
also
laugh.
like to make like a silly face and use Dex or something or like anything that you can kind of think of to use a different stat, you can try to take advantage of that if you would like.
I'm just gonna roll persuasion with advantage. Well, performance and persuasion are the same for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just roll with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, 19.
19. With a 19, she lets out a little like sad like chuckle. Ro- roll. Oh, like an egg. And she's just like it's probably just like the how strung out she is with the situation, but she just like she's still crying, but like she as you walk along, like that first joke just kind of like does take hold, and by the time you find her phone, she seems to be, at least for now, she's kind of back in her right, in a more right state of mind, and she just kind of like looks around at the park and she says, wow, When did all this happen?
Well, it seems like when you got struck with a laser, and I didn't know where you went, and it seems like you got taken into that ship. Um, but it seems like you kind of got accidentally wrapped into some uh scenario that just kind of struck the park.
But that all was like. She just kind of like looks at her hands and is like, that felt like it all. It felt like a long time, but it also felt like it's all happened in like 2 seconds or something. She says, and she just kind of like closes her hands as they are just start shaking. She says, I
I grab
guess.
her hands. I'm just like, I know it's a lot. These things are stressful. I guess I'm more used to it, but let's go yeah, go find like a bench or something to sit down at, or like something to just like
Yeah.
have her.
Yeah, there's like, there's like knocked over trees that you could sit on.
Yeah.
There's benches. The benches are probably like uprooted, but there might be one that's sittable, or what. But whatever the case is, you lead her over to an area to sit down, and you guys just kind of calm down for a while. Um, she says she's just like, and she just starts like trying to like. She kind of like tries to distract herself by like asking. She just very like matter of factly just asks about like the order of events and like the time between like what happens outside of where she was, because she's just trying to like understand the scene because it happens so fast for her,
Yeah.
and she's like looking at you like very like kind of closely as you are like describing what, because you're used to these like fast paced like
Yeah.
happenings, but this is the kind of thing that's like car accident happens like
Yeah,
a couple
exactly.
times in a normal person's life.
I tell
So
her about how
yeah.
I turned into a dog and how it started chasing me, the ship, and then how I met up with my teammates, and we ended up flipping the ship over to get inside because what, Cyborg got inside? I don't know.
Yeah, like cyborg like
Climbed inside.
cyborg like tried to jump into the you start like telling her how cyborg tried to jump into the opening and got squished in it as like after Raven like pulled it open. um and Starfire had like spiked the ship down to begin with, and then that happened, and then like
Yeah.
about Robin
I
lassoing the
tell her
ship
about how
basically.
cool my teammates are and how they
Yeah.
brought down a spaceship.
Yeah, so you just start telling her about the scene as she just kind of looks at you and listens intently. And I think with that, I think we'll go back to the interrogation crew
Sounds
in
good.
the ship. So Robin, you have his attention, and you have something that he seems to, his purpose and why he's here. But you don't know how you're suddenly like, oh, this guy dumb. So I don't know how to get more like, yeah, like you might have to be creative as far as how to get more information to help them or to resolve things.
Okay. So what color is your dog? Does he
Oh,
look like, is he like spotted? Is he like black? Is he white?
Quadrupedal? Bipedal?
Can I jump in on this? Guess who created a helm of telepathy today?
you can't just steal Raven's thing.
Oh, sorry. That's Raven. Raven has that. Oh, sorry. I missed that Raven was about to use that.
Yeah.
I'll let her do that.
Goddamn artificers.
Does
I
that
can
mean
make
it will
everything.
work?
Well, okay. So first, so Robin, you ask Raven, feel free to do detect thoughts on him because he's mostly restrained and also kind of docile right now. So
If
you
I do
can,
detect thoughts, though, am I gonna see like words, or am I gonna like actually be able to see a creature?
well, last time we did it, I did depict it as visual things, as you will remember when you saw Trident having a self-cessed orgy.
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I cast detect thoughts on this guy while we ask
Yeah.
him questions, so I can get a picture
Yeah.
of what he sees.
Yeah, so which is perfect for the other people to ask the questions. So as he thinks about uh yeah, I won't bother with the save, he's so bad. Yeah, he can't succeed against you, I don't think. um you sense his thoughts. His thoughts are very one track minded. You gain insight into his reasoning, his emotional state, and something that looms large in his mind. And in this case, that is such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. Um, so you get flashes of this dog, of experiences with this dog, and they're all colored in his from his frame of reference. As he answers Robin, he says, "Soto's dog is what color is green?"
Meanwhile, Raven's looking really confused because she's just seeing flashbacks of him with Beast Boy.
I know. It really, really looks like a Beast
No.
Boy dog, except for in certain moments where you get like still image flashes of like memories of his, and he's like saying things like Soto's dog very good at playing. Soto's dog love to roughhouse. And because he's just like trying to like tell Robin things about Soto's dog that he thinks is useful, but probably not directly to Robin would, oh, he's good at playing, be useful. But you see like at first you're very confused because you're like, this is a green dog, this looks exactly like Beast Boy as a dog. But then like there's like a memory where he's like playing with the dog, and he like, you know, when like a little kid might like push to so okay, when I was a little kid, apparently my aunt had a chihuahua, and I like pushed down on him too hard.
Oh no.
Because
or, like,
I was
their
like
ears
4.
or pull their
Yeah.
tail. Yeah, kids
But
are rough with animals.
kids can be rough with animals, and this guy, you start to gain insight into his reasoning, and it's a very straightforward and from in from your frame of reference, very like childlike, like thought process and emotional process, very like kind of manic states of emotions in these different scenes. It's never like reasonable one way or the other. It's like really intense, like happy, sad, with the pet or whatever. And that and there's one where he's just like patting down on this dog, which is like a human dog size. It's not like proportional to him. It's just a regular dog, and he like squishes it, and it like flattens out into like a goo, and
Oh
then he
no!
lifts his hand up, and the dog is like, "Oh, please," and it says like, "Please stop." But like in his mind, like you can tell there's like this overlay of like reality and his thoughts, where he just does not like perceive the dog like as in pain or but you can still tell like that. Yeah, so A, there's something weird about this dog, and B, he doesn't treat it very well, and he's completely ignorant of that.
Well, shit.
But yeah, so you're gaining these insights as he's telling Robin that, and he goes, "But one day, Soto dog leave. Soto dog take a skate pod and go away. I don't know why. He must be confused.
So you know he's here on
Yes,
the planet in this
Soto.
city.
Soto tracked him with Soto's ship.
Well, it looks like he's going to have a hard time doing that now as I look around the upside down ship.
He looks around. Oh. He starts tearing up as he looks around at his ship.
Okay, so how about you start fixing your ship and we'll go find your dog. But you got to stay in the ship.
You will find Soto's dog?
We'll find Soto's dog.
Oh. He, all right, roll persuasion. Yeah.
17.
Yeah, it's easy roll at this point. He plops down on the ground and he doesn't seem like eventually the confusion will wear off, but even he'll stumble around confused anyway. But he like plops down on his bottom and goes, "Okay, Soto will Soto, wait here."
And fix your ship so you can go home. Right?
Oh, yeah. Soto forget ship broken.
You got to fix the ship. So when we find the dog, you got to have it ready to go, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Team, let's go find this green dog.
Just look around at each other.
There's mainly one door out and in the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the way out, I'm going to plant confusion flash. So if he tries walking past it, it's just going to flash him again.
Okay. I mean, his ship is in like
down?
2 pieces.
Where's the lid? Where's the door?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it at the door of the 2
Is the
pieces.
door on the ground? Like
No. The door is like up.
Oh, okay.
Robin, is it really okay to leave him alone?
I don't know. I have a migraine.
I mean, I could stay here and glare at him for a while.
I mean, do you have ways of tracking this alien life signature?
I was gonna just check the local animal shelters for weird
Raven
dogs.
kind of raises her hand and she's like,
Raven.
Let's talk outside for a second. Cyborg, you can stay.
Okay.
Well,
She drags the team outside.
I turn back to him and I'm like, so tell me a little bit about this technology you got here. And we'll just leave it for that.
Robin raises it like his finger like he's about to say something, and then just kind of like grips the like bridge of his nose and just waves his hand and walks out the door.
All right, so you all convene just outside of the hull of the ship with Raven.
Okay, so that's when Raven's like, so I've seen the dog. I can locate the dog, but I don't know if I should.
What do you mean?
We have an alien that Starfire punched and nothing happened. And we shouldn't give him back his dog?
I mean, it depends. Do we care about the dog's well-being at all?
We saw what he did to the girl.
And I've seen what he's done to the dog.
How about let's find the dog? How about let's find the dog and then figure out if we should give it back to him first?
Okay. Raven's gonna cast Locate Creature.
Okay. So that will help
I've
you.
seen it now, so
yeah, as you fly around, that will help you as you get closer to him, because it has I think it's like 1,000-foot thing, but that will definitely help you. You don't like miss him if you fly past him on a like in an alleyway or something. So you guys are gonna start searching the town then for the dog.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will jump back to Beast Boy in a moment, but first, do you want to go get Beast Boy for this search, I would assume.
Yeah, I think we'd at least check in on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
I was going to call you
Mhm.
guys next
Yeah.
if you guys didn't find me.
right. You found, so going back to Beast Boy for a moment, you found the phone and you sit down and you explain what happened. And Libby, she just kind of sits there quiet for a moment and she's just kind of thinking about everything you did in like a short period of time that felt like it would be like, well, she says like it was so little time and I just thought that it was over. Like by the time I felt the collar choking me, it was the only thought I had time to think was that was it. And that would be the last thing that I would think, is that was it. You're supposed to have like your life, your whole life flash before your eyes or something, but that's all I was getting. And and you did all that. You and your friends did all that. That's incredible.
Well, it it takes practice, and it's different. I suppose when you were explaining like going to high school and having just normal family conversations, that's kind of not what I'm used to. I've never been to, I've always wondered what it would be like to just have a normal life.
She looks kind of like concerned and she says, "Really? You think that's cool?"
Totally, yeah.
She just kind of like thinks for a moment. She says, "Well," and she opens her phone. I mean, she's still a little shaky, but like now it's like paramedics and like first responders and stuff are like coming to the scene and they're taking people, and there's some heading your way. She kind of looks over to that and she opens her phone. She says, well, maybe later I can tell you more about my life then, and you can tell me more about what it's like being you.
uh Beast Boy like smiles and then kind of like frowns a little bit because he's concerned about that, because he did get her into extreme danger. And
Right. But it's probably a
and
lot to think about.
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
Mm.
Shoot. Now I need to make a decision if I want to.
Yeah.
Take that! You've never been a high school boy who's got to like ask out a high school girl.
No. Yeah.
Oh, how the turntables!
I'm sweating.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
This is what men go through every no.
So she's basically asking to exchange numbers, yeah?
Yeah. She's like, she'll take your number. Like she's willing to keep talking, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna exchange numbers with her.
Yeah. I think even if like Beast Boy
Even
might
if
have
I decide
little...
later, like I don't know if it's a good idea, I think
Right.
Beast Boy would take her number.
Yeah. Yeah, right now is
like girls being nice, girl giving me number.
Totally. All right. So yeah, she gives you her number, which you input into your communicator. It's weird because you don't you know that, like, I'm sure Robin probably like really drilled the basic functions of the system into everyone, but like, so you knew that it had like outside caller capabilities, in case you ever
Yeah.
needed to make a different kind of call with it. But this is the first time you've actually saved like a number for like a redial option, and it's kind of weird to have someone other than just the team like radio comms on in your communicator, but it's a nice kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think after I end up typing in her number, I'm gonna be like, I'm looking at my communicator, and I'm like, oh shoot, I should contact the team.
Yeah, and about that time, she's she says goodbye, and she's still in shock a little bit, and she you let the
I'm just like, I'll
paramedics
check
kind
up
of
on you later, and I'm just like, yeah, make sure
yeah
your neck's okay.
yeah, no, the paramedics are like, they put a blanket around her and they start to lead her away, and they start checking her neck and stuff as they take her to one of their cars, and and yeah, it's you were just kind of a whirlwind that happened, and now she is like, do I maybe I want that to keep happening? I don't know yet. But yeah, so she goes off and the team meets up with you.
If anything, she's gonna be really popular at school because she's like, I have one of the Teen Titans phone numbers.
You're right. Yeah. So all right, so the team reconverges now with this plan to search for the strange alien dog in the yeah in the city. So yeah, you guys just have to, I guess, appraise Beast Boy of the situation, and what's your game plan?
And by search, you mean cast locate object and find him immediately, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because locate creature, you don't even get the spell right. Locate creature is just a radius of effect. It's just not find it immediately. You have to still
gotta
fly
look,
around
yeah.
the city.
Oh, gotcha.
So what's the stitch?
Did she die?
No, she's all right. She's fine.
Where is she?
I took her to the paramedics and I got her phone number.
Okay.
How does everyone react to that?
I say okay.
You say okay. I don't really even think that Starfire would even like know the significance of that or not.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that everyone.
Beast Boy just sees the vein just bulge even more in Robin's forehead.
Robin would be someone like at least mature enough to know to immediately be like, no, I cannot have a relationship with a civilian right now. That would be very confusing and not productive. But he's like, of course. Beast Boy does
like,
not.
Yeah, I'm just like, we have a dog to find, and he's just like rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Yeah.
Please.
So it's Cyborg staying back. It would make sense if you want to help him fix his ship. But also Cyborg could join you if you want. It's just up to you guys.
I mean, I'm pretty fascinated right now, but if you guys need me, I'm there.
Finding a dog, I think we can do without Cyborg.
Yeah. And maybe we'll need to build a spaceship some point in the future.
You have no idea how cool this stuff is. Do you know what I can do with
alien tech? Come on, guys. Let me.
But
Let him
I want
cook.
my scene of Cyborg getting peed on as a fire hydrant.
Oh,
It can happen at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
I think we're better off without that scene.
Okay.
Okay, who's going
right.
to locate this dog?
Oh, that's my every Saturday. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's Saturday, Cyborg. You know what that means. Yes.
No, it's 4 a.m.
Time to turn into a green dog and pee on
Okay. All right. So you guys are going. You're searching. I think you were saying something. Or
Yeah.
all right.
think somebody was casting locate creature.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
Raven has
yeah.
locate creature on. She's kind of just waiting for everyone to roll out.
All right.
Teen Titans, roll out.
She's probably floating above a little ways, like looking around.
Who wants to carry me this time? As I look over at my motorcycle that's destroyed.
I will carry you, Robin.
Thank you, Starfire.
I princess carry Robin. That's
Yay.
I'm oddly okay with this.
This is the end of the in-between season arc. Let us, or even like the beginning, I think, when they hugged and stuff. This is what they do. They've started to do the initiating bits of maybe boyfriend girlfriend
question.
This is why did I have the mental image of Starfire Princess carrying Robin, but Robin like puts sunglasses over his mask to make him look cooler.
Balancing it out.
I don't
right.
know.
While we're in the air, there's one brief moment where I'm just very quietly like, I can show you the.
There it is.
But if he like looks at me, I pretend I didn't do anything.
As my passive perception is like a 22.
So you notice, but you're just like humoring.
I give a little smile.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys start heading off. All right, let me read this. Creature, since the direction of the creature's location, as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of you. All right. All right. So you're searching for this creature, and you guys start like heading out, and you're ready to like either split off or search together or figure out your coordinating grid. Raven, you actually feel as you guys move out into the city, or you just start to, you feel a point where you feel the creature at one point, and you feel it heading towards you very quickly.
Oh geez.
So you will, because of locate creature, actually notice this before it happens. But everyone else, well, let me roll his stealth. Let me pull up him. I didn't even think we would get to him. So he's hilarious, frankly. You barely notice him visibly. What's Robin? What's your passive perception?
22.
22, and it should be on. You notice him because of locate creature, Raven. As he didn't even roll that well, but you're like, you guys are moving out into the city, discussing how to track down this creature, and you suddenly, like, as you like initiate it to like, you you feel him rushing towards you, and you turn and you see him coming, but you get the sense that he's so stealthy that he would have come up on you without you noticing if you did not have this spell active. And you see a green dog just like streaking straight towards you, Raven. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna Misty step out of the way and then try to grab him with telekinesis.
All right, so you Misty step, and he like jumps, and you just like like instant transmission sound like away, and he's like as his tongue like comes out because he was going to try to like tackle lick you.
Yeah.
And you try to get him with telekinesis. All right, go ahead and
19.
Going to be hilariously probably short, because in the episode you think he's Beast Boy, so you don't like mess with him too much. Yeah, no. You grab him with telekinesis. Yep. And he's there floating in the air, and he's like, ugh. Yeah, so he is there in the air,
Robin says, "Are you Soto's dog?"
He raises an eyebrow, and he goes, "Oh, are you Soto's dog? Ugh, are you Soto's dog? No, I'm not Soto's dog. I don't belong to that fool." And he starts like turning into like weird like jello and like trying to like flex and twist out of the telekinesis, but it doesn't work because it's telekinesis. And he's just like turning into a weird blob. He's like, "Ah, are you his mercenary troop?" The
So you
dog
do
just
not wish
starts
to return
talking.
to the Soto?
Oh, jeez. They weren't kidding about this planet. Really is a bunch of yokels.
Do you want us to just take you back to Soto?
No, please do not,
Listen, it's
just...
been a long day. I had to talk to Soto, which made
Oh,
it even
God.
longer.
I'm very sorry, actually.
Yes. I have a migraine. Patience, rather thin. We can't have him on world, but he wants to have the dog back. Raven's saying that we shouldn't just give you back to him. Since you can talk, why don't you want to go back to him?
Well, because he's a brute. He's a complete nincompoop, I believe is the technical term.
Yeah, that tracks.
And he is not a very good pet owner. Even if I were a pet, which I'm not.
Well, if we cannot return the dog to Soto, Mr. Dog, do you know if Soto has any weaknesses?
Well, not in the physical sense so much. His weakness is that his brain is as dense as his skin. His
Also
people, by galactic standards even, seem to... Maybe there's not much known about them actually, but maybe they age in reverse in relative to other species. He's a full adult, but he acts like most species toddlers.
Why does it sound like you should be the captain of the ship and he should be the
Robin trying to logically get back to the point of the episode.
Raven covers her mouth and just like chuckles.
Robin has like at this point in the episode such a migraine.
I love how like your Robin is just pissed off. No, he looks at you with like with like sparkly big eyes, and he's like, "The first intelligent thing that's been said since I've got on this planet."
Okay.
He says, if you can help me, I can use his technology, the same that he used to keep me under lock and key. I can use it to leash him.
I look at Starfire, look at Raven, and kind of like eyebrow up, like, huh?
Raven just shrugs.
Yeah, look, Starfire.
She seems like not totally against it.
Starfire just kind of looks uneasy about it, but is just like letting it happen.
Sounds like you got a partnership.
Well, sounds like a deal. Now, would you be too terribly troubled to let me down from this? I'm quite disoriented.
I let him down.
All right, you let him down. Thank you, dear. And, nothing strange or potentially perverted was going to happen. I promise.
The fact that you are saying that makes
I look at everyone else like, what the fuck?
there's like a little thought bubble above Starfire, and it's the dog humping Raven's leg.
Yeah, and he just like starts like like kind of like strutting along like through the park. It's like it's like, well, we should put together a little plan to to outsmart the brutes, though it won't be too difficult. And he kind of like sniffs as he walks by. Oh, is that Tamaranian shoe leather?
Yes, please do not get near my legs.
And so you guys can go back near the ship. He basically will just say that like it shouldn't be too hard to outsmart Soto if that is what you would like to do. He's you could probably trick him into putting on a collar. He helps you reconfigure like components to or well he can he can just get the collar from the ship basically.
Yeah.
And put it on him. He says, "So, what's the approach? Are you going to physically distract him and I will sneak up with the collar once he's weakened? Or are you going to try to persuade him? You actually might be able to just persuade him to put on the collar. I've never actually thought of that."
I mean, we can try the persuasion, and then if not, we can always flash him in the face again.
What him in the face?
Don't worry
I'm
about
sorry. Hmm. I might like this planet.
This dog is
quite lewd.
I look back at Starfire and Raven to see if they're more on board with this plan now.
What do you mean now? Like, why are you more on
It's
board
the same.
now?
It seems uneasy, but now it's like we need to get this dog off the planet.
Yeah, no, we really need to. Yeah, okay, good point. Yeah, I'm clearly very uncomfortable around this person.
This is not even the first like morphable like physiology person who is weirdly borderline perverted that you've met in this campaign because of
Nope.
Plastic Man. But no. I had to bring back in the allusion to why did he lick Raven a bunch of times when they thought he was a dog. Okay. So you guys make your way back to the ship. Not much has been done in this little amount of time, but a little bit of progress has started to be made as far as repairing the ship. Kind of pulling the wing that got tore off back over to it, and Cyborg, you're probably like welding that back together for him.
Sure.
then,
Yeah, I'm definitely welding and not secretly analyzing the qualities of the metal.
Yeah, well, for sure, you can get a bunch of good data like for that might help your progress as far as space travel already. The weirdest thing is the control philosophy of the ship to you, because it's like deceptively simple, where it's like you'll press a button and you're like, that's combining so many functions into one thing that probably should not be the case, but are.
Yeah.
Which is like, you'd love to like really get under the hood and like take stuff apart and figure out like, does that mean that it's a more complex like system or less? But as far as just like, you don't want to disassemble too much, you're trying to reassemble,
Of course.
but yeah, so you're helping rebuild the ship. So you guys lead Soto's dog back to Soto's ship, ready to try to persuade Soto to be the pet and to have him be the master. So yeah, how would you like to approach that?
I'm not the word guy, Robin. Of the three of us, wait, so Beast Boy's here. Beast Boy, you've been real quiet.
Hello.
Beast Boy, what the hell is going on? You have a girlfriend or something?
Beast Boy, are you texting your girlfriend?
No, I'm not.
He's over here just texting. Like, so, do we have the collar, or is it in the ship still?
I think it would be like around the ship area. If you took her out, and then I'm sure you probably at one point during the walk you were able to just take the collar off since it wasn't being powered by anything. And he can use that. He can reconfigure that. It has size adjustable features because it is meant to adapt to things. And there's like a portable unit and like a ship powered one. But yeah, really, I mean, really, the important thing he says is there's a remote control in the cockpit, and he uses that to encourage civility in his pets.
Goodness.
So you need the collar, the remote.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
Yes.
else to configure the collar?
No, it's fairly straightforward, as is most of his people's technology.
Also, I feel like I have been rude and been calling you Soto's dog. What's your name? Got it.
What's your name?
He says his mouth starts to like distend and open and like form into like a crazy freaky like predator jaw thing, and like it starts just releasing like these horrific like monstrous like high-pitched sounds that hurts everyone's ears that just keep going. And so at a certain point you're probably going to be like, okay, stop. And he says, and that is my name.
Right,
How
so
about
your
in
name is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Starfire.
Starfire's in charge of your name. Not even gonna lie, I really wanted him to like extend his jaw and then be like, Steve.
yeah, that'd be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna walk into the ship and look for the collar and look for the remote control.
All right, and yeah, I mean it's actually probably no issue as he's in there fixing things. He is actually like moving around like hilariously fast, fixing things at like very unrealistic efficiency because like Frankie in One Piece just like builds a bridge in like 2 seconds. Like,
Perfect.
and it's like it like defies logic. How he's like just like repairing things, but like by like hitting them with like big toy hammers and stuff. And he goes, and you make your way into the cockpit, and he's like, and you see this big, it's like a big TV remote with like a few switches and stuff on it. You gonna take it?
Yeah.
All right. It's kind of big. So you start pulling it, I guess. Or you want
I'll pick it up.
someone else? All right. So Starfire, you go up and pick it up because it's kind of big, and you start moving out of the place. Let me just see if he even notices. He rolled a 1 for a -2. He literally says, as you're like, he does not think about it. He does not even notice. You walk in, take the remote, and like walk back out. And frankly, with that roll, you see the opportunity, Robin, to just like walk in with the with that roll. I'm just gonna also say he just does not even see Soto come in, who's very stealthy. He like comes in as like an ooze and like crawls along the ceiling and then just like plops down onto his neck with the collar and just closes around. And then he hops down and he runs over to you with the remote, and Soto goes, "Oh," and then he turns around and looks and says, "Soto's dog back! You found Soto's dog!"
But only under one condition.
Oh, huh?
We've heard you've been mean to your dog.
Oh, Soto mean?
That's why you ran away. You can't be
Oh,
mean to your friends.
he looks like just like his whole world, just like his mind just exploded. What? I was mean, and that's like, oh, like everything is just like connecting in his brain, and he's like, I was mean, and the dog ran away, and that's why. And oh my god, what a revelation! And he was just like, oh, and he like just plops on the ground, and he starts like tearing up. I Soto mean to Soto's dog. Why would Soto's dog be Soto's dog if Soto mean?
He wasn't
Soto have
going to be.
much
That's
to
why he
think.
left.
Soto understand. Soto's dog. Soto is sorry. Can Soto's dog forgive Soto? I should just do the Elmo voice at this point.
At this point.
And Soto's dog is like, I can perhaps forgive if reparations are in place for me to be able to forget. And I believe this will help me with that. So, what do you say, Soto? How about I be the master and you be the pet? And he says, and he's just like, that is such a fun idea. And he starts like hopping around like a dog and like scratching his ear. It's like, yay, Soto will be pet. And over the course of like the rest of this day, you guys help to repair the ship, and eventually they are able to fly away. It's a little rickety. Maybe there's a funny little like bit of smoke, as it like clambers away into the sky, but it does fly off, and they do leave. Unless there's anything you would like to do with them before they leave the
I
planet.
don't think so.
Everyone's like, go.
It's like that
No.
scene in Avatar where they go through the secret tunnel with like the hippies, and Aang's like, "Are you guys gonna come with us?" And they're like, "No," and then they're gone.
Yeah. So you guys watch, maybe exhausted, covered like Cyborg and maybe some other people who helped, covered in grease and stuff, as you like helped repair the ship, and it takes off from the park and out of the city, and flies off into the sky. And you guys are all there watching it go, as later it takes kind of like as the sun is setting into the night. And you guys have concluded, and you a long day, and you you yeah, I mean, a day like this, perhaps you get dinner, pizza, or something else. But yeah, how are you? Uh, yeah, what would you guys like to do to wrap up the day as you head back to the tower? And uh, Beast Boy and whoever else as well. But I for sure want to get Beast Boy. How are you feeling at the end of this experience?
A lot happened.
Yeah, and you guys too. Like there are some things about the day that you're not entirely privy to,
Yeah.
but you've been told a little bit. You told Beast Boy got someone's number, so maybe you're interested in that. And now is finally time to talk about it. Or if you're just like, nah, too tired for that today, is also fair.
Does anyone question about it, or would I need to bring it up? Because I'm trying to decide if I even would.
Really?
Cyborg, you
Cyborg's
don't
not.
have to ask me about my love life if you don't want to.
All right,
Or at least make fun of him about it.
Beast Boy, have you ever? I think we need to have a little bit of a talk here.
No.
Now I know you're
Man up!
quite aware of birds and bees, but I think there's a little
no,
extra
Cyborg,
context
Cyborg,
you might
no,
need.
Cyborg, no.
Now, when a bird meets a bee,
I don't.
and
Cyborg, I can
that's
turn into birds and bees. I know about this.
and that's why Beast Boy feels overstimulated at the attention of the day and might prefer solitude.
I think
in
I
this
need to be
version.
alone.
In this version of the episode of Teen Titans Roll.
Beast Boy, you're never gonna have to be to do that alone again.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Stop!
gosh.
I go up to
Violated the rules.
I go up to after Beast Boy
Oh.
has wandered off, and I'm like, did he tell you whether he as a bird has been attracted to other birds?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Well, that happened.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
Oh my god.